There are loads of book genres out there, and while each have their place, I think there's one genre that we need more of right now: cozy books. Yep, that's right, books that give you that ooey gooey good feeling. Books that make you feel calm, warm, and content. Books like Legends and Lattes. Unconvinced? Well, stick with me because in this video I'm going to try my best to convince you. Cozy books are, as you might have guessed, cozy. They may fit into a wide variety of different genres, but it's not their main genre that makes them stand out from the rest. It's their vibe. Yes, I said vibe. Cozy books contain feel-good stories. The stories themselves can contain moments of conflict and stress, but overall the general vibe is wholesome and pretty relaxed. The stakes are low, but the story build-up and the character development and the plot are all still there. In a cozy book, you'll typically find themes of friendship, found family, community, and even romance. Cozy books can also contain a slice of life element, which is basically a focus on ordinary life. You know, cooking, cleaning, running errands, life stuff. It's a way of romancing the ordinary while taking things slow. The story focuses on these elements of life with a relaxed and detailed view. This cozy vibe is brought to life in Travis Baldry's book, Legends and Lattes. Viv is an orc with a dream. Tired of a life of swords, travel, and fighting, it's time to settle down. And she has a plan: to open a coffee shop. With a magical artifact in hand, a handful of cash, and a whole load of hope, Viv gets to work. However, achieving her dream isn't all that simple, and Viv finds she needs to gather a little help to make her coffee shop a reality. Legends and Lattes is like Stardew Valley meets Dungeons and Dragons, and it delivers that wholesome experience perfectly. The book's highlight is perhaps the way that it describes the food and the drink that Viv and Co cook up in her coffee shop. Let me read you a little passage. On the back table, golden crescents cooled in neat rows atop several racks. Thimble selected one and offered it to her. She took it with a nod. Flaky and yellow, the pastry's buttery layers folded over in gentle curves. The smell was gorgeous. She took a bite that almost melted in her mouth, at once rich with butter and impossibly light. Comparing these to a loaf of bread was like comparing silk to burlap. So good. Are you hungry now? Because I sure am. This book requires nothing from you and in return gives you a cozy and comforting read. It's what I've always wanted in a fantasy book. No adventure, no wars, just the daily life of characters in a high fantasy setting. Haven't you always wanted to be a fly on the wall while Gandalf makes breakfast or Geralt gives Roach a really good brush? You know that scene in every single Studio Ghibli film where they make food nice and slow. Well, this is it. Honestly, when I read it, it came at the perfect time. If you've had a bad day, you're struggling, or you just want something sweet to read, this is the book for you. Not to mention it contains sapphic love, a huge bonus. It's simple, comforting, and at times felt a bit emotional reading it, but you know, in a good way. It's one of those reads that's there for you. A hug in a book. Of course, Legends and Lattes isn't the only cozy book out there. It just so happens to be one I love. There are cozy books for pretty much any genre you can think of. But at the start of this video, I said that we need more of these books. Here's why. You and I both know that life isn't always easy. In fact, a lot of the time, it's freaking hard. We can either be going through personal struggles with our mental or physical health, something happens to someone we're close to, or something else entirely. Not to mention the near constant world events that are almost all completely out of our control. So it's no wonder we seek activities that allow us to escape from all that, which of course reading does. I don't know about you, but if I've had a really hard day, week, or even year, then the last thing I really want to be doing is reading something gripping, consuming, and action-packed. Sometimes I just want to step into a world that tells me everything is fine, everything is safe, and it's going to be okay. Especially when it comes to stress in your own life, the last thing you might want to do is fall in love with a set of characters and read while they face life-threatening obstacles or get killed off by the author. Sometimes recovering from a lost character while you're also dealing with crap in your daily life doesn't cut it, you know? For many of us, reading is a time to unwind and relax, a safe space for us to just be with ourselves and the story. Reading can do wonders for our mental health, but when cozy books step up to the plate, this effect is amplified. Sometimes you just want a sweet and gentle story to give you a bit of comfort. Even when asked, you guys seem to favor that happy, comforted feeling over others. Cozy books fit this bill. They're safe and you can trust them to not throw a curveball at you. You can trust them to give you comfort when you really need it. And we need more of them. Legends Lattes was a start for me, but I want more. There are thousands of cozy games out there, and that's great, but I'm a books girl first. So give me those vibes on paper. But perhaps there's a reason they're not as common as I might like. Cozy books aren't exactly taken seriously. Books that don't have high impact plot or deep and complex storytelling tend to get a bad rap. Look at the stick romance books get, regardless of their plot or popularity. Just like cozy games were once looked down on as games for kids or games just for girls, cozy books have those same connotations. But if cozy games can push out of these stereotypes, then so can books. Especially with popular books like Legends and Lattes leading the charge. I think we need to reframe what it means to read a book like this. Sure, when you next go to pick up a book to read, you might want to pick something action-packed because it's what you want to want. But if you're not in that space or frame of mind to read something intense, then why do it? There's a reason why cozy games are on the rise, why Netflix shows without the action exist, and why slice of life anime is so popular. Because we don't always want to be on the edge of our seats. Sometimes we just want to chill. So if you've not given a cozy book a go yet, I strongly encourage you to try. In fact, I'll leave some suggestions in the description below. So you tell me, are you going to give a cozy book a go, or do you have some favorites of your own? Leave me a comment. And if you liked Bookish Thoughts videos like this one, check out this one below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.